Good morning. I'm out here in the desert spending some time with an unexpected animal, a wild Mustang. I've got a few here behind me. There's some other groups around, some much larger groups. I had an awesome morning with them. Sun's getting a little bit high now, but I'm gonna hop back in the vehicle and go find some of these larger groups, see what else I can get. It's been a few years since I've been out to see these guys, so I figured I'd make a trip out and get some video footage, some pictures. They've been pretty quiet today, but I've had a blast with them. They're beautiful animals. Wild horses are great subjects to come out to get practice photographing action shots. I mean, they're wild horses. They run, they bite, they kick, they fight. I mean, there's just so much opportunity for awesome action pictures and just great practice getting action pictures and tracking subjects in motion, different stuff like that. So I've had a lot of fun this morning. I've been focusing more on video than I have photo, but it's just been fun to be around them. Awesome animals, not one that I usually get out with or have gotten out with for quite a few years, so it's been good to spend some time with them. I'm going to keep going though, hop back in the vehicle, get to some of these larger groups and see what else I can get. You know, I probably pass by dozens of horses every day as I'm out running errands or driving somewhere else to photograph another animal, and I just don't think twice about it. But I get out here with these Mustangs, and there's just something different about it. They're majestic, they're so fun to be around, just all the action. Well, not right now, but you know, this morning it was so fun as I watched them chase each other around and splash in some water that they were in. It was just so much fun. If you do come out here and photograph these horses, though, please remember to stick to the designated trails out here when you're driving around. As I had mentioned before, it's been a little while, a few years, since I've come out to photograph these horses, and just in those few years of not being out here and then coming out, I've been able to see a very stark difference in the landscape. This is a very fragile landscape, and it's kind of sad to see today. It's torn up everywhere. There are tire tracks just everywhere. And I know there's been an influx of people the last couple of years coming out to photograph these guys, and it definitely shows on the landscape. It's so torn up. The vegetation is just trashed, and there's just tire marks everywhere. There are designated roads and trails out here, so please stick to those roads when you're driving. And if there's horses, off in the distance, park your vehicle and go out to them. These are very tolerant animals. You can see how close I am. They came right up to me this morning, way closer than this. So close I couldn't even focus on them with my camera. So you're not going to scare them by walking up to them. If they do look uncomfortable when you approach, then, stop, let them get comfortable, and they'll come towards you. But please just stick to the designated trails and, preserve this landscape out here because it's so fragile. I've got another group coming in here. I've had such a fun time with these guys. I used to make it out a lot more often to photograph them, but honestly it's been a few years since I've come out here to specifically, look for and photograph these horses. As I had mentioned before, it's just good practice getting out with them. There's a lot of action around these animals, so it's great practice to just practice some action shots. It's always amazed me how they survive out here. Not only survive, but thrive. and not just these horses, but all the, you know, desert animals that I love to photograph and spend time with. You know, it wasn't even that early this morning and it was already so hot and I was just dying. But these guys, they don't even care. There's not much food, there's not much water, there's not much shelter out here, but they just go about their business. And like I mentioned, they don't just survive, they thrive out here. And it's just always amazed me. Beautiful animals. I've got a group back here, I've got a group back here, and I'm literally just surrounded by these wild horses. It's so fun. The sun's starting to set, so I'm going to utilize the last half an hour or so of time that I have with these guys and see what other pictures I can get. So much for following along this week. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It's something a little bit different, but I've certainly enjoyed putting it together, and just being out with these guys has been so much fun. It's been quite a while since I've been out here, some years. So I don't know when the next time is that I'll make it back out with them. Honestly, probably another few years. But it's been a blast for me to get back out with them and just watch and observe them. I've been able to capture just a fraction of the action. That rhymes. Anyways, just a fraction of, you know, the activity that goes on with these guys. So I hope it's something you enjoy. You know, it's so hard to get some of that action sometimes, and the light out here just gets bad so fast, so early in the morning. So I got what I could, and I hope it's something that you enjoy. But yeah, until next week, I always appreciate the support. I know I say that a lot, but I sincerely do appreciate the support. Appreciate all the comments, all the questions, all the recommendations, you know, all that stuff, the feedback and everything. I really do appreciate it. So I thank you, and until next week, have a great week, and we'll see you then.